So now we've got a situation where we've got high ad spend. So these are ranking strategies. They're a little bit different. We're going to go through a few of these. So we could at least talk through what happens when a keyword lands there. So we've got in this one, top impression rank. Okay. Let me open up this one. So here's another. Let's call it top 3. We've got organic rank below the fold. So not, we're going to have 2 scenarios here again. And good top of search percentage. I'll just have one of these. Top of search. So let's go to here and take a look at what this could mean. So in this situation, we've got good top of search. We've got an impression rank of top 3. And we've got an organic rank not in the top 20. What are some different reasons that this could be performing well? You're showing up top of search. Seems to be performing okay, right? You're spending a lot of money, but, well, at least your top of search percentage is high. And your organic rank is not top 20. So what are some checks we should do here? Yeah, Adam, we'll have some Q&A. So what could be happening here, like for us to be looking at this? We're not ranking. Why are we not ranking? What are some possibilities? How about this? Where is the keyword in your listing? Maybe it's not getting indexed. So indexing would be an indicator that you got top of search. So I think top of search kind of clears indexing. So let's answer that question. So I think yes. I'm going to add something here as well. How about, is my conversion rate above average? Depending on what I answer here, I have a couple different scenarios, right? I'm getting good top of search percentage. I'm spending a lot of money, but my organic rank is not that good. So I have to answer this question and these questions to really know what's happening. Let's say, so we'll go down a couple of these rabbit holes. If my conversion rate is above average, then what does that mean? It means that the relevancy of the keyword might not be that high. Might be a super generic keyword, right? If my conversion rate is below average compared to the keywords, that's why my rank is not moving up. So understanding your conversion rate and then moving on to relevancy. So remember, the check goes check conversion rate, check relevancy, and then spend more or less money. Conversion rate being above average would indicate you should be getting more money. So that means that there could be a small indexing issue. But maybe the relevancy is very broad here. So you have to ask the relevancy question that you just asked. Where is it in the intent to buy or buyer intent range compared to your product? So just because it shows up in this bucket doesn't mean that we have all the answers. We need to be asking ourselves, is my conversion rate okay? Is the relevancy for this keyword high enough to where I can pump, I should be ranking higher? am I truly in, like, am I indexed was here. But what if maybe not? The true answer here is maybe not. Like you just said. So, good top of search. Usually that's an indicator that we've got indexing, but we need to check. Maybe my indexing could be stronger. Is my conversion rate good? No, then that's the reason. That's the reason I'm not in the top 20. If it is, then maybe it's the indexing. If it's, and then I can go check that. Maybe it's the relevancy. If it's not the conversion, not the indexing, then it could be the relevancy. Right? Now, what do you do if all these answers are true? So let's say that the conversion rate is above average, the indexing is good, the relevancy is high or decent, right? Let's call it mid. And I think I should rank in the top 10. But I can't spend any more money here, right? The answer is yes, I can spend more money. But how do I spend more money when I'm already in the top 1, 2, or 3 in impression rank? Here is the magic. The magic is going to be that you can spend money on related keywords and get credit for this keyword. So this is the biggest problem that a lot of people have, is that they look at isolated keywords and they don't realize that once you group a bunch of keywords together as root words, when you run a campaign that gets a click or a sale or an add to cart for a keyword, it gives you credit for every related keyword. So, should I spend more money? Can I spend it on this keyword? Can I spend it on related keywords with high CVR? Look at that. Let me... This is where, once you answer yes, you need to ask yourself here, can I spend it on this keyword? Well, if I'm already top impression rank, the answer is no. Can I spend it on related keywords with higher conversion rate? That's a good question, right? So maybe I can go and find some long tail keywords. I can turn on some variation specific keywords. I can find some keywords with high buyer intent that are very specific to my product. And that's going to be a more effective way of spending more money to push my rank up. Does that make sense? So we also had to ask ourselves, what are the things that make up? That's Isaku. Yeah. So what makes up ranking? Anyone that attended a workshop in the last month want to tell me what are the elements of ranking? And let me add one above. So rank equals what? Not relevancy plus conversion. Not just conversion. So it's going to be your CVR, so it's performance times relevancy. Okay. All right. Who can tell me what performance is? So performance is equal to click-through rate, conversion rate, and here's the big one, revenue. So it's not just sending more traffic here, it's driving more sales through these keywords and related keywords. So getting more sales and getting more actions on related keywords through SP campaigns only, right? SP and organic are the only ways you rank. SD campaigns do not rank, do not impact rank. So getting more dollars might be the answer too. And getting more dollars and increasing your contribution towards that keyword through related keywords is the answer. So for keywords with high relevancy, high conversion, belonging to the top 3 impression rank and can spend more money, can we run phrase campaign for that keyword other than related keyword with high conversion? That's essentially going to do something similar, Tony, but depending on how narrow that keyword is, you might get a bunch of low converting keywords that kind of tag along. So it really depends. So this is where you could go turn on some phrase campaigns and find those related keywords that you know are going to convert potentially higher. Sponsored brands and sponsored displays do not impact your organic ranks. So this is really important for everyone to know. I'm going to put it on the screen. You want a data dive watch? Hopefully those are coming really soon. I think we've got, if everyone here wants a data dive watch, we're going to make it happen soon. So yeah, so you have a niche like that. All right, let's look at another scenario. So we've got that. Let's go look at the next bucket. So if we find a bunch of keywords that match this one, high spend with low visibility. So top impression rank. So top 3. Organic rank is below the fold. And bad top of search percentage. Let's take a look at this one. This one's pretty straightforward. What do you guys think this is happening? Come on, I'm trying to keep you guys on your feet. So, low top of search, not top. You are top 3, so you're spending a lot of money, but your organic rank is not improving. What are the reasons this could be? Low conversion rate, very good. Low conversion rate could be a very good indicator here that you're not converting. Araya hit another one that's really important, low relevancy. So it always comes down to asking in order there. Indexing and relevancy are the 2 main checks. So if I'm not indexed, it means I'm going to struggle to get top of search, even if I spend more money. Remember, Amazon doesn't want dog bowls showing up for dog food keywords. So my indexing has an issue, potentially. I need to go address that. Now, the organic rank can, if it's in the 20s, can be okay, but that could be more of a relevancy issue or more of a conversion rate issue. We need to go look at it. If I'm not in the top 35, that's usually an indicator of some kind of potential indexing issue. So 35 to 55 is what we call the not sure zone. This is where Amazon's going to park you and give you a ceiling if they're not sure what you're selling. So again, in that example where I'm selling a toy that's for kids, for toddlers, and I didn't include 3 to 5 in my title, but I wrote the toy name, and then I wrote 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or for 3-year-olds, and then there's later for 5-year-olds somewhere else. Now I've the 3 to 5, Amazon's like, I think it's relevant. I see the words kind of there. It's related to other similar products, but I'm not sure. I haven't unlocked maximum indexing, maximum relevancy. So I've got a performance score times a relevancy score that's less than 1, and I've got that ceiling lock. So that top 35 to 55 range, that's where you're going to find that not sure zone, and you need to fix your indexing, especially if you have good metrics besides that. But if I'm not even on page 5, it becomes a lot easier to see. Remember, we looked at the other keywords, and we were able to see like 101, right, on that keyword tracker that I showed you. So that's a strong indicator that you have a massive indexing issue. The solution for indexing is going to be to write your listing in a more effective way. You're not going to rewrite the entire listing at once if things are going well, because Amazon's going to reread and re-index everything, and you don't want that if you've got things that are already doing well. What you want to do is maybe take something out of your title that isn't relevant, doesn't matter, you're not trying to rank for it, isn't helping conversion rates, just get it out. A lot of people write garbage in there. And take the keyword you want, an exact phrase, and put it towards the beginning of your title. Isolate it towards the beginning of your title, and you will get maximum indexing and ranking potential. Maximum ranking juice. All right. Indexing doesn't mean 100% relevancy or 100% indexed also, Abdullah. So you have to check beyond that. You have to look at other data points. All right, let's take a look at another one. High investment, potentially not needed. This is going to be pretty controversial, but you have top impression rank and your organic rank is above the fold. So let me go ahead and put this one over here. So, top 3 impression rank and organic rank is top 15. Let's call it top 10. Now, let's do a couple. Top 3, top 10. What are some things here? If I'm top 3, organic rank, there are people that think that this could be what we call cannibalism. Cannibalism. Close enough. This is where your sponsored product or your ads are taking sales that you would otherwise have made from your organic position. This is a very controversial topic amongst people who run ads regularly because it's not a clear as day solution or issue. So let me explain cannibalism for you. I'm in the top 3 organic rank and my ads are showing up in the top of search. I have a high top of search percentage. Let's say there. So we've got high top of search percentage. We've got a high impression rank. So we're spending a lot of money compared to our competitors. And our organic rank is in the top 3. What happens if you turn down your ads or spend less money per day on your ads? There's a few potential consequences. The first is that your ad is going to show up less often, so you get less clicks. But those sales, a percentage of those sales could still happen on your organic, meaning that you might lose 5-10% of your total sales. But you've spent a significantly less on ads. So let's say you were typically making 10 sales a day on that keyword, just that keyword, and now you're making 9 sales, 8 sales, right? And now you were spending $300 a day, now you're spending $50 a day. So you're saving $250 a day, but you're missing out on, let's say it's a $30, $40 or $50 product. Let's say you're missing out on $100. So you're missing out on $100 in sales, $30, $40 in profits, and but you're saving $250. So your profits go way up. And you're like, yes, I like when my profits go way up. My bottom contribution dollar, my bottom line, my total dollars and profit went up. I'm happy. This is really good for a day or two, but typically what can happen is because your click-through rate, conversion rate, and that revenue piece drive your organic ranks, you've opened the door for those 1 or 2 sales to go to a competitor. So what can happen is you go from position 2 to position 3. And that's fine. You're still on the first page. You go 2 to 3 organically. The next step is below that next bar of results. So you've got like, add, position 1, position 2, position 3. Now you go to position 4 and Amazon shows like what they used to show, editorial or highly rated or one of the other BS things that they show there. And then you've got like position 5 or 4 and 5. Now your clicks and your sales, your organic go way down. And it's hard to get that back sometimes. So the danger of turning off the ads that could truly be cannibalizing is that you're no longer using the ads to prop up your organic ranks. And you've got to be careful of that. So this is where there's a potential to reduce your spend. And I recommend testing it this way. You reduce your total budget for the day by half. You go from spending $200 a day on this keyword to $100. See what happens for 2 or 3 days, but watch those keywords. You have a 2, 3, 4 day lag between performance on a day or two to when your organic ranks start to move from it. So what ends up happening is you need to be very aware. Now, you could test it this way. You go from 200 to 100 on Monday. On Tuesday, you go back to full budget. On Wednesday, you go from 200 to 100. On Thursday, you go back to full budget. So every other day now, you're saving $100, right? And then that's $200, $300 in a week, $400 the next week, $700 over 2 weeks that you've added to your bottom line. And then you can see if there was any impact to your organic rank. If you move a single spot, you need to get that spend back. Now, Adam asks a very good question. Well, this is why it's essential for sellers to have good understanding of market and market influence and not just pray and leave it to an agency or VA. That's 100%, Andy. You need to understand the fundamentals. Now, Adam wrote, can you turn them off and turn them back on? Never turn your ads off, okay? So this is a big warning, and the reason that I'm posting it. You never want to turn your ads off. If you turn those ads off, you're going to hurt the performance of that, the quality score of that ad. You might not get back the same quality score. So your cost per click could go significantly higher. Your ad placement percentage, your top of search placement percentage could change. Just reduce the budget significantly for a couple days or for a day or for half a day. Don't ever turn off and back on. Especially don't close the campaign. That definitely hurts it. Because once you start a new campaign, you're going to start from scratch from building that quality score back off. Stefan, I think that what they're doing with day parting is that they keep the budget significantly lower for those times, and then they raise the budgets and turn the budgets back down. If they're doing it the other way, where they're turning it off and on, I think it's dangerous. Yeah, you could lower bids too, but shocking the system by lowering bids and raising them again is not necessarily recommended either. Effective investment. So top impression rank and organic rank is above the fold. This is where you're doing a good job. Your impression rank is in the top 1, 2, or 3, and your organic rank is benefiting it from it. That means the other checks are there. Your click, it's relevant. You're converting well. All the other checks should be in place. Promising results are you have not top impression rank, but your organic rank is below the fold, but you have good conversion rate. So let's talk about that one. So not top impression rank. Organic rank is below the fold, so not top 20, but you have good conversion rate. So here's the situation. Why could you have good conversion rate, but your impression rank's not good and your organic rank's not good? Give me a reason. Low click-through rate could be part of it. So you have a low click-through rate and a good average. So let's draw up that scenario. Let's say your click-through rate's low. Why would your click-through rate be low? Is it because your product is not the ideal product for that keyword? Your design, maybe you're advertising a less desirable design for that type of product. And so you've got a green one showing up on the generic keyword with a good conversion rate, because every single time someone clicks on a green one, there's a much higher chance they want the green one, right? So it's a very good potential solution, is that you're actually advertising the wrong one on that keyword, the wrong color. Could be a style issue, a color issue. So high price and bad images. Well, that could be why you have low click-through rate. Bad hero image. Competitors are outspending you. They're definitely outspending you. If you're not in the top 5 impression rank, you've got at least 4 competitors outspending you. But if your conversion rate's good and you're not in the top 20 in organic rank, poor relevancy, so you're not getting credit. Araya, that's the main answer here, I think. So poor relevancy, so you're not getting credit. If your relevancy is established, your ads should get rewarded with better top of search. So, and more impressions. So if your ads are failing to get served, even though you're trying to spend the money, this could be that you don't have enough campaigns on, your bid is too low, you have an issue with relevancy. So these are all the things you need to check next. I'm not spending enough money here. So I need to ask all these questions. Am I indexed? Potentially not. But what if I am indexed? Then is the relevancy for that keyword good? It could be, yes. Should I rank in the top 10? If the answer is yes, then you should be spending more money. So the issue here could be match type. It could be placement targeting. It could be, turning on more, being more aggressive with bids, getting a higher top of search percentage, all of those things. But spend more money where you can and figure it out if you've answered for indexing relevancy and you should rank for that keyword. So you need to do those checks to figure it out. Does that make sense? So just because it shows up in that bucket of promising, it just means that your conversion rate is good. So you could check your impression rank with DataDive. It actually puts it on the rank radar for you at the PPC performance level. We showed it earlier. So I'll show it one more time for you. If you look here, you've got your impression rank and your impression share percentage, and each of these is at the keyword level. So if my impression rank is good, let's say this one right here. I'm number 11. I'm number 11 impression rank. 10 competitors have more impression share than me. I have no exact, no phrase campaigns running. I've made 10 sales and 76 clicks. 13% conversion rate. One of the highest keywords for me, and I'm not spending enough money. That's a strong indicator that I am not spending enough money. I need to turn on an exact. I need to turn on a phrase. I need to get this into the top 3, and then that should push these keywords, which are moving in the right direction because of the conversion rate, but I need to spend more money on this specific keyword. Does that make sense? All right. So, real quick before we continue, if you have questions about joining the Inner Circle, if you're not in the Inner Circle, you should be. So I'm just going to throw this on the screen for you real quick. You can book a call with somebody who's in the Inner Circle. It could be me. It could be somebody in the Inner Circle who will tell you all about it. So you will have an opportunity to ask questions around the curriculum, their experience. They're not a salesperson. They are literally just someone in the group that's willing to take a call with you and tell you about it. And then you can learn about the hundreds of hours of content, the support you get, the weekly calls to ask questions, the regular master classes like this one, the in-person events we do, and all the other benefits you get, the many mastermind groups. We do so much for our members. So if you want to learn more, make sure you scan that right now and book a call. You can also join the Inner Circle through your DataDive bundle by increasing your subscription level. If you want to do it monthly, there is an annual, DataDive plus Inner Circle annual, and you save two months of DataDive, and you get 33% off of DataDive and 33% off the Inner Circle. So this is an exclusive deal to save a ton of money if you buy both. the data dive for the year, and inner circle for the year. All right. Let's go back to look at one more scenario very quickly and then go through the rest of this. Promising results, not top impression rank. Your organic rank was below the fold and good conversion rate. This is very similar, except for it adds the not top, the organic rank below the fold. So this is where I need to be potentially checking indexing, going through my checklist. If it's good with good good conversion, I can spend more money. Optimal performance, so I'm not top impression rank, but my organic rank is good and I have good conversion. Now, if I'm only number 7 and I think I can get to number 2, then I still need to spend more money. I need to increase this impression rank, right? And then this is what the PPC audit report looks like that you guys should have signed up for to get it, to run it on your account. Get a Rank Radar up and going and run a free PPC audit for a few products and see how it does for you. You all have beta access now. So organic ranking trends, this is positively trending. So you have an increase in rank, you have a decrease in rank, and you're seeing whether you're going up or down. You should keep an eye on that. Remember, if you're changing anything, competitors are coming in, you've spent less money, you've changed your placement strategy, you need to make sure that you are tracking what's happening to your keywords, especially if you change your title, your content, or anything like that. This is where you could be potentially wasting money. Remember, that's coming soon. We have a bleeders section. It's actually live now. All right. So let me go over here and say one more thing. Just want to do one more thing before we run to Q&A. Stefan, I don't know. Is someone from the team on that can answer, like if you can run it for Europe, the PPC audit, or is it only right now? It's a good question. I had one more thing I wanted to cover. Basically, I'm going to go back to talking about really quickly your ad placement, because I think that not enough people take a look at it. So besides these insights and what to look at, and then these keywords landing in a bucket and triangulating data points, one of the things you need to know, an advanced strategy, is first of all, get all of those keywords in your master keyword list curated and tracked. Make sure that you've got impressions and ads that are hitting all of those highly relevant keywords. That's where you're going to be able to drive highly effective sales and start pushing ranks and moving the needle. Once you get some data points, you need to go look at your ad placement report. You need to find out, where is my ad showing up and what is my conversion rate and performance at each location. And then you need to optimize from there. You need to try to guide it towards the place where it's performing best. Now, you've got some, you'll notice that there's a difference in conversion rates and click-through rates and performance and return on ad spend for different ad placements on different keywords. You have to ask yourself about, and I'm just summarizing some of what we talked about today. Ask yourself, how relevant is that keyword to my specific product? It could be a very specific keyword. Could be a highly relevant keyword in the niche, but to your specific product, it might not be because of color, design, right? We need to talk about these different variation themes that make up different variations, and then talk about variation strategies for driving traffic, turning on campaigns for the pink one that have the words pink in it, right? Broad plus pink of a route. And then using those as funnels to maximize traffic and dollars, and driving those levers that drive organic ranks into that listing. So I hope this class was good for everyone. I want to thank everyone who came for using Data Dive. It really means a lot. Your feedback continuously makes the product better and better. This is why we've got the beta of the audit. We're starting to really create more of those insights, and those insights are only going to get better. So the more you run the audit, you'll be able to start to run it on a regular basis, looking back at different time periods. You'll be able to add more audits to your portfolio. You'll be able to get more insights because we're going to add more buckets. We're going to optimize some of these buckets that you already have access to and add more buckets as well. So please give us feedback. We build this tool because we need it for our own brands, and we know that you guys need it. And so we want to continuously make the best product out there. So thank you for trusting in us. We've invested millions of our own dollars into building Data Dive, and we're not done. Like, we have so much more to build that we know needs to be done. So thank you so much for subscribing, using it, building your business, and hopefully it continues to help. Join the Inner Circle for more beta and alpha access to tools, all the other cool stuff as well. And feel free to reach out if you guys need anything. Abdullah, you got to take that offline. Email support on how to connect your clients' accounts. You might need to just get them to give permission to do that. The PPC audit's not in Rank Radar. It's going to be on the left side. We put up a QR earlier, or a link earlier for you to get signed up. Marlene, if you can repost that link for Bruce, make sure you go to that website and sign up and get access. We turned it on for everyone that attended the class. It is called datadive.tools/beta. So make sure you apply for that. How many reviews do you think are best to kickstart our product? You don't buy reviews. If you build a product successfully or correctly and design it and test it ahead of time, and you launch it with the right content, looking great, those conversion levers we talked about earlier, and you've done all the right things, you can launch with no reviews. Turn on Vine, make sure the product quality is good, get some Vine reviews, but don't game the system with reviews. You want to hit the ground running from day one, because that's when your honeymoon starts. You have zero history. You can hit the ground running. Yeah, this is a great question, Araya. Does semantic SEO and Amazon Comprehend change anything here? 100% you need to go ask Amazon in your Q&A about the different features and benefits that your buyers want, and make sure that the AI is reading your listing correctly to acknowledge that you are solving those issues or problems for those customers on your detail page. Otherwise, you need to write those in. So we need to start speaking even more so to problem solving. Get longer with the bullets again. Get longer with the back end description, or the description that's hidden by A+. The AI is going to read all of that and make sure that we're really, really, really making sure we're covering everything in our writing and our content. So how do you calculate the recommended daily spend per keyword to rank? Is this information available in Data Dive? Joran, it's going to be different because a broad campaign is going to target so many keywords, but we do give you the search volume and the relevancy. We recommend that you are going to basically divide up your budget based on search volume across many keywords. So there's different ways to do that. But I almost have an uncapped tacos. If it's a highly relevant keyword that I should be getting sales on, I'm going to come in with a very high budget for the day, and I'm going to see what happens over the first 2 or 3 days. Because if I'm getting clicks, I should be getting some sales, and that's going to really drive the clicks. Those initial clicks are going to help drive organic ranks in the first few days. So day 3 to 5, I should already be ranking on the first page for a lot of keywords if I've written my listing correctly and I've been powering some ad spends to get clicked. Thanks, Alan. I really appreciate that, man. I know it's late for you. Thanks for staying up. I know you British guys don't like to stay up too late too, so this was a late one, and I appreciate you doing it. It shows that you really want it, so that means a lot. If you want this badly enough, you'll sacrifice some sleep sometimes. If with listing ranking juice are first among competition, does that mean we're good with SEO? Maybe you have to run the ads and then look at your keyword ranks after you've got some feedback loop there. Remember, there's a lot of data points that determine whether indexing could have an issue. Your organic rank, your ads being delivered, your top of search percentage. Like there's so many things that could indicate you have indexing issues, not just the way you write your listing. Because sometimes the way Amazon's algorithm reads your listing is not the same way we built it. And if we don't divide it up with isolation and put the keywords in the right order, in the right spot, in the right match type, they might miss it. So you got to be careful. Don't try to stack keywords and don't try to like make 6 keywords out of like 5 words. Be deliberate and get exact matches. So you got to do it in the right way. So if our conversion rate is not good like you show on the slides, then what should we do? If we change the main picture, then that may affect other keywords which are performing well. No, changing your main image won't affect your keywords. Changing the title would do that, potentially. So remember, the main drivers for conversion rate are going to be around your content, your price point, your perceived value, your design. All of the things we listed on that page, you need to go through check by check by check and make sure that you drive it. Yeah, Abdullah, I think it's foolish that you have clients that are telling you how much their budget is. You need to be able to deliver results for them and let them know for $20 a day you can't do your job and fire them as clients. That's just the bottom line. Like you're not going to be able to realistically rank most products effectively with $20 per day for an entire product, right? So you've got to be able to spend the money where it's getting clicks and sales and show them how it's impacting organic ranks and that they should be putting their foot on the gas sometimes, right? So cut back the wasted spend for sure, but show them where spending more could help them. So I was just talking about this, Michelle. How do you set your launching budgets? I'm not tied to a budget sometimes. So I'll know kind of. So this is the backwards way to do it. You always work backwards. If I look at the master keyword list and I look at the best sellers and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be the best seller because he's got outlier keywords, branded search, it's a major brand. He's got all these other keywords I'm not even targeting that he's ranked well for. He's in the top 3 for all these keywords, so his conversion rate's better, blah, 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 blah. And he's got 5,000 sales a month. No, the third guy, though, and the fourth guy, they've got 80% of those keywords, 70% of the keywords on the master keyword list. They're ranked in the top 10 to 15, which is realistic to what I can achieve. Those are the guys I can do similar sales to. So I'll look at their sales. Let's say they're doing 1,000 sales. Now, if they're doing 1,000 sales and it's a $20 product a month, that's 20 grand a month. You know, that's $700 a day that they're doing in revenue. If I know that I'm going to be able to get up to $700 a day in revenue, I might be willing to spend $400, $500, $600 my first few days, right? To get feedback, to really hit all those campaigns. If I know my target tacos is pretty much uncapped and I can drive 100 sales, 60, 80, 100 sales in the first couple days, and I don't mind 100 plus A costs, and I really need to get feedback and I really want to put my foot on the gas, I'm going to order enough units to be able to be aggressive, and then I'm going to be aggressive with my ads. So I might be willing to spend that 500 plus a day for the first, starting off on day one, with exact campaigns telling Amazon exactly what I'm selling and establishing the indexing. Most important thing to do. Do you use tools like Levanta or Archer? I've talked to the guys at Levanta. What they're building seems really cool. I'm trying to work out a deal with a discount for Inner Circle members, which I think we're really close to getting. So keep an eye out for them. I think outside traffic, influencer marketing, user-generated content, turning on TikTok Shop, and then a percentage of those sales from there end up at Amazon. Using TikTok with the Amazon integration could be really good for you as well. So there's a ton to do. There is a fulfillment by Prime now from TikTok to Amazon. So that's really cool. And so there is more to do. We're bringing in some experts and really leaning into learning some stuff there. That could change the game, drive some more sales. We'll see how it impacts your your organic ranks. But I think what's going to happen is it's going to increase branded search. So those main keywords plus your brand name are going to end up okay, I think, if you do it the right way. Because the results that I've been told from friends who are really big on TikTok is that for every 4 sales on TikTok, you end up with 1 extra one on Amazon, which is pretty cool, right? So now how are those people finding you on Amazon? That might go down, but because of the conversion, because of the buy with Prime, but we'll see, right? So I think that there's some hope there to start working on it, and you could, if you're set up for it, maybe even start from day one. But you got to order extra units because you might blow up. So, I mean, there's worse problems to have, but it's not ideal when you run out of stock. It's really hard to get back sometimes. So, make sure if you're positive that you nailed your design, nailed your SEO, you've got a great product, be aggressive with your order, right? You're going to lose a lot more money when you're right and you did everything right and you run out of stock. You lose a lot more money than when you're wrong and you have to liquidate your stock. Trust me, I've been there many times on both sides of that. All right, guys. I appreciate your time. Look for the replay. Join the inner circle if you can. It's so much more content and value. You get mini mastermind groups. You get tons of classes. And I will see you at Unboxed. I'll see you at Innovate. 2 really great events coming up in Austin. It's already sold out if you can't make it, but Innovate, a very high-level show. I'll be speaking at it. I think you can use the code Seller Systems or Data Dive for a discount on Innovate tickets, and they're gonna sell out soon. 800 to 1,000 7-figure sellers are gonna be attending that show. So if you wanna get to know other people in the space that are successful, build a tribe, build a group, make sure you're there. And I'll be hosting a workshop as well the day before, so keep an eye out for that. Take care, everyone. Thanks for coming.